Yo, what's up, guys? What's up? We're live. Welcome to Hip Hop Nation TV. For those that don't know me, this is Ecliptic. Yep, Hip Hop Nation TV South Africa. Welcome, guys. So we got Devious Dee today, guys. Yeah, man. Hope you guys are gonna enjoy this one. He is one of the greatest hip hop legends. Oh yeah, there he is. So let me just try and invite him. Devious, I see you, man. Let me try and invite you then. I hope you saw it, bro. I sent it. Oi,
Yo, what up? What up?
how's it, Devious?
Easy, man. Easy, man. I hope my network keeps up, man. I'm new at this shit, man. I hardly ever use Insta, man. I hardly ever use it.
yeah.
I'm only on Insta because of you. I hardly ever use this shit.
Yeah, I'm forcing you oldies to come this side.
Hey, bruh. This shit is.
Sakala, are you underground cats? Nani man, ish, I man. You guys must make yourself available.
But you know,
So you
when we
can,
started this rap shit, we didn't have no social media, none of this shit.
yeah,
So it's a totally new world for us, you know.
yeah.
Like we totally relied on word of mouth and just getting shit around, like the old school flyers and whatnot. So this is
Mm-hmm.
just like a
True.
totally new world.
New world, ne?
Yeah,
Ish,
but
Yeah, but I
we
mean,
adapting.
cause man, the homies. I mean, I'm sure if you've seen my previous interviews, some of the brothers from the States, who wanna
Mm.
work with cats here this side, you see. So that's why I try so hard to force you guys to come this side, so you can collaborate and all those things, and because even the fans are asking me, oh, where's this MC? Oh, where's that MC from back in the day? I thought so.
Word, man.
Yeah,
No, that's a dope initiative, man. Dope initiative. I love that. I love that.
for sure,
Love
man.
it.
Hey, man, thanks for accepting this, man. It's an honor, man, for me to be interviewing you. I'm privileged, man.
Word, man.
Um, please, man, for the youngins that probably don't know who you are, please introduce yourself.
Well, the name is Devious Dee, from the 185 to Soweto. Hey man, I've been in this shit for long, man. I've been in this shit for long. I used to do shows back in the day. Used to
Mm-hmm,
do shows with Dungeon Shack. We co-founded a movement called Dungeon Shack. Dungeon
mm-hmm,
Shack used to work with Splash Jam, Slages. Who
mm-hmm,
am I forgetting? It was Splash Jam, Slages, Dungeon Shack, and the Graveside. And
yeah.
what we formed what was called the Soweto Hip Hop Forum. You know,
Mm-hmm,
the first hip hop sessions in Soweto. So it started with, of course, Black Sunday, and then came
mm-hmm,
Slages, and then came the rest of us. And yeah, we really put a lot of cats that people call legends. We gave them a platform to be known.
yeah. Because
Yeah,
I remember you had about 985,
yeah,
the
985, F
FEZs, the Pro
Easy,
Kids.
Pro Kid. Like
Yeah,
it was really a place where talent could be discovered. Soweto didn't
yeah.
have a voice. Once Lead Club was no longer part of the scene, heads did not really have a place together except for Gandhi Square. I'm sure you remember the Gandhi Square ciphers, you know.
Yeah.
So
About
yeah,
Thomas and stuff.
yeah. So we took it upon
Yeah.
ourselves to give cats a voice, like there's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
cats that came out, about .com, .com, about Rainbow, about GK, like there's a lot of cats that were really nice. But yeah, here we
Mm-hmm.
are today. More about myself. I used to be producer, but I'm mostly an MC right now. Left
Mm-hmm.
the game for a hot minute.
Mm-hmm.
Recently just made a comeback, putting new music out. There's an album that's coming very soon. uh, with a better understanding, because I think I needed to leave the game to understand uh, the business side of the music, you know, because when we started, we were just doing this for the love, you know. When we got into this rap shit, it was not, but we never even dreamed that hip hop could sell in South Africa. You know, we were those cats that were bullied by Amapansol and whatnot, Basbiza
Yeah, yeah,
Tupac
yeah.
Shakur and whatnot, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
Now
yeah.
everybody's on hip hop's dick. You know,
Mm.
the very
Everyone wants
same
to rap
people that
now.
were bullying us. You know, yeah.
Mm.
Even the very same people that used to bully us, we used to get into fights because we were hip hop heads. Now the very
Yeah,
same people that used to bully us, now they rappers now they want to discuss hip hop with us. So it's gone a long way from what it was back in the early mid 90s, you know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But do you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
actually even get credit for what you guys did? I mean, like you, Nabo Enzo, with the whole um studying the splash jams and the slaggies and Dungeon Shack.
Yeah, I didn't get that. What was the question?
Yeah, I was saying like, do you guys like get enough credit um for what you guys did? I mean, with studying all those platforms, you know, because I mean, the
Uh,
experiences that you guys have could be a guidance for this new generation.
you know, it's a very difficult question to answer because now, what do we call
Mm.
enough credit? You know, what do we
Mm,
call enough? I mean,
mm,
for someone like myself, I'll go to a random hip hop show in the Val, you know,
yeah.
and a young and or yeah, well, relatively young MC will come to me and say, you know what you guys did changed my
Mm,
life, and for me, that's enough
mm,
credit. You
yeah.
know, yes, if we're talking about the history books, they don't
Yeah.
necessarily talk about the work that we did, but I know for a fact that the work that we did had an impact in people's lives, and
Mm,
that's what matters to me. You know, that's always been what's
mm,
mattered. If I can get on the stage and touch just one person, that's enough for
mm,
me.
mm,
You know. It was never about, it's never been about the money or the fame or what. It's always
mm,
been, I found my voice through hip hop, and if I can give other people a voice through my hip hop, then it's all good. It's all good. I'm happy with that, you know.
right, 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 right.
Yeah,
So how
word,
did
word.
how are you able to work on Hype magazine? Because I remember there was a time you did something there with the music.
You know, back then, it's the landscape was totally different to now. You
Mm,
know,
mm,
now every Tom, Dick, and Harry with a studio can call themselves a rapper. But back then, you really had to prove
yeah,
yourself. So through the
true.
act of proving ourselves on stages and battles and ciphers, word got around, you know, and
Mm,
eventually Hype Magazine, while it was still managed by the I remember the editor was Simone Harris, and
yeah,
Simone
yeah,
was
yeah.
very much in touch with the streets, you know. So
Mm,
she reached out. She was that in touch that she
mm,
reached out to the streets, and also people like Liga Sumba.
mm,
Liga Sumba was
mm,
someone who would go, like I would fetch Liga Sumba from Rosebank to come and host my session in Soweto, you know,
yeah.
and she would also spread the word to people that need to know, you know. And back then,
Yeah.
people were trying to get a piece of hip hop, you know,
Mm,
the industry, the record labels were slowly weaning themselves off Guaido, and they were trying to
mm,
get a piece of hip hop, so they had to be visible at our shows, and through that visibility, word got around to some people that, yo, there's these cats who are doing this, there's these cats that were
mm,
doing that, you know. And that's how
mm,
we found ourselves on these hype magazines and whatnot, you know.
mm. And that's a very interesting name that you mentioned, Uli Kasuba, because I mean, even when she was working at YFM, you know, all those sessions that she did and her contributions were really huge for South African hip hop at that time.
For real, like Lee Kasumba has really contributed greatly to SA hip hop. Like she put a
Yeah.
lot of cats on. She was really passionate about this hip hop that we're doing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it was sad seeing her leave the scene and
Mm-hmm.
moving on for whatever reasons. But I'm really glad that now she's in a good place. Last I checked, she was working with 702, so she's grown. She's moving in different circles now, but she deserves all the props. You know, she did a lot of work. She did a lot. I mean,
True,
all
true.
I remember this one time. All I did was call. I gave her a call and was like, "Yo, Lee, we doing a show with Daniel Shek," and she's the one that was like, "Come do and pick me up," you know, just like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's how
Mm-hmm.
passionate she was about this rap, this hip hop that
Mm-hmm.
we used to do, you know, that we used to
Mm-hmm.
do, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I won't say much about the current landscape of hip hop. It's
Yeah, yeah. That one
it's
is a topic
different.
for another thing. Hey,
It's different, you know, it's different. But
yeah.
but you know, I always said back in the day, even when the whole Frank thing was coming onto the scene and people were saying that's
Mm-hmm.
the next sound of hip hop, then came dubstep and whatnot. I always said
Mm-hmm.
everything goes full circle. And deep in
Mm-hmm.
my heart, I do believe that everything goes full circle. So we might be going crazy about what's going on now, but people
Mm-hmm.
get tired of the bullshit, you know,
Yeah,
and everything eventually goes full circle, you know.
yeah, yeah. I guess also, I mean, sometimes it's about
It's
growth
all
and
trash. It's all trash, you
yeah,
know. Word.
bruh, it's something else. But
Yeah, but
considering
you know what I
what you
love
said,
currently with
mm,
it's something else, but there's beauty in it. There's beauty in it.
yeah. But do you think with
Yeah,
the
yeah, I'm
current
listening.
with the current platforms now, is there something that maybe like we independent media are missing when it comes to promoting that real hip hop stuff? You know what I'm saying? Because like with the commercial, with the corporate media, they're very good at promoting this new hip hop that's going on. Is there something that we're not doing? Because I mean, there's so many people that like, yo, we want that real shit. You know what I'm saying? We want to hear like real hardcore MCs, like like the real DJs and stuff. That real hip hop. So is there something that we're missing that we're not able to market it well from your side? What do you think?
Well, I'm not sure if it's mine or your network, but somewhere, I think I picked up everything that you said.
Yeah,
Um, but to if I hope I'm answering your question because it was choppy there for a second.
yeah,
But I think if there's anything that we lack to take it to the next level is unity.
yeah,
You know, we need to get over our egos. Like there's a lot of ego tripping that's
yeah,
preventing us from unifying and
mm,
solidifying and forming uh, something that can take on the mainstream media. You know,
yeah,
that was always, in fact, that was always the goal with what we were doing back in the day. It was to form an industry of our own. You know, I don't like
mm,
using the word underground. I don't like using the word
yeah,
underground, but really
yeah,
that's what
yeah,
people use. But
mm-hmm,
I was hoping that we could create an industry of our own
yeah,
as independent artists who
yeah,
love and make music that can make a difference, you know?
yeah,
So once we can unify, there's too much egos, man. Like
mm,
if let's say someone like Landmark drops a song, let's go all out. Let all of us go all out
mm,
for Landmark. If
mm,
Golden Shovel
mm,
drops a song, let's
mm,
all go all out for Golden Shovel. Whoever drops, if the music is good, let's go all out and support each other 100%.
mm,
You know, and once we
mm,
can do that and get over these egos, this I don't like using the word hate. That's too
mm,
strong a word, but there's an
mm,
energy that's there that's blocking us, and
mm,
we are facing a machine that's got limitless resources. It's not a coincidence or what the mainstream media is feeding us. It's not a coincidence. It's completely by design, I believe. You know,
mm,
it is completely
mm,
by design. And
mm,
we as people who are trying to bring about a change in the lives and the thinking of black people. My music is mostly directed at black people. I do it for my people,
mm,
but if we are going to bring about a change, we as black people need to really unite and
mm,
have one mission and support each other all out. You know, you can
mm.
imagine how many people, how many friends me and Landmark have in common, right?
Yeah,
We
yeah,
roll around the same circles. Tomorrow, Landmark drops the song, and everybody pushes it.
mm,
Everybody. Can you imagine what
mm,
kind of difference that will make? You know.
yeah,
So I think that's really
yeah,
what's stopping us. That's purely what's stopping us. Everyone is just doing their own thing, and we
mm,
meet somewhere along the road and then we separate. We don't have to like
mm,
formalize and form a structure, but let's be
yeah,
about
yeah,
it. Let's not talk about it. Let's be about it. If we all about this rap shit and we love this hardcore hip hop, let's be about it.
yeah,
It's I think it's that simple as
yeah,
that. That's my opinion anyway. You know.
yeah. Because what you said about unity, that's very interesting. Because I mean, a couple of months ago, when I saw there's a KRS One, and then Chuck D, and then I can't remember who else, but they created like their own hip hop alliance, and like it's a union or something like that that protects hip hop artists and stuff like that. So even me, I felt like because like there's so many of us underground cats, like we have our own record labels. Um, we have like our stuff that we're doing on our own. But what was bothering me was like we don't have that those platforms like media platforms. You know what I'm saying? So hence maybe that's the reason why like I did Hip Hop Nation TV. But I'm not saying I'm not the only one with the hip hop podcast in South Africa. There are also other cats. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like I don't know. I think there's that we need to have like a way like we make everything circulate around us, even like when it comes to the money. You know what I'm saying? So
Especially when it comes to the money.
money, yeah. So that
You
that's
know,
that's what that's what I always ask myself, like, yo, is that one of the challenges that we have here in South Africa, when it comes to distribution and everything? How do
it
we
used to
how do
be.
we do that? Yeah.
It used to be. Honestly, it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be, but now it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be, honestly,
Mm-hmm.
because with the emergence of the internet, everything has become so
Mm-hmm.
much easier. It literally
Mm-hmm.
costs you nothing to support my music and promote it. It literally
Yeah.
costs you nothing. The
Yeah.
same data that you're looking at those videos on YouTube, you can just
Mm,
share it. Devious Dee dropped the track. Let me share it. It costs you nothing.
mm, mm,
It's different for
mm,
us back in the day. It's so different because back in the day you needed to have a huge budget if you're gonna print CDs,
mm,
if you're gonna print
mm,
flyers, if you're gonna travel
mm,
to radio stations. Look at us. We're having an interview right now. It,
mm,
it doesn't even cost me that much. So I
mm,
money does play a big role because the higher you
mm,
aim, the more you have to invest in it. you
mm,
know.
mm,
But definitely
mm,
we need big up.com. Grootman Lam, love you dog. Um you see now I saw .com and I lost my train of thought. But yeah, we need to find a strategy. We need to find a strategy to unify one as South African hip hop heads and two as hip hop heads internationally.
mm.
I've been to Amsterdam and I saw how much they love that real shit. you
Yeah,
know.
tell us about that. How was that experience? I saw you mentioned it. That you've been to Europe and
Yeah,
the
it was.
United Nations.
Yeah, it was really eye-opening. It was really eye-opening
Yeah,
how people view hip hop that side. You know, I remember this one
yeah,
time I was at a club, a very popular club, on a
yeah, yeah.
Saturday. You know, and
Mm-hmm.
like here in the hood, when you go to a club on a Saturday,
Mm.
you're gonna hear either or at that time you'd hear house music. But when I was there, it was a
Yeah,
Saturday. It
yeah.
was a huge popular club, and it was filled to the brim, and they were playing Das Effects. You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
they were playing fucking EPMD, and people were going buck about that shit. You know,
yeah,
it was going crazy. And then I went to this cat called Pete Philly. I went to his show. Check out his music, Pete Philly. Beautiful,
yeah.
beautiful music.
Yeah,
He
yeah, yeah,
sold out. The show was sold out, and he wasn't doing that commercial shit because I think if I recall, 2008. The sound was crank, if I recall correctly. It was quite a while
yeah, yeah,
back,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
When
Remember
I
that? Yeah.
got to Amsterdam, the biggest group in the country at that time was a
Mm,
crew called Opgezolle,
mm,
right?
mm, mm,
And the person that brought me the Opgezolle CD at that time was
mm,
this 50-year-old man, and he's like, "Yo,
mm,
dude, listen to this." And it was that
mm,
banging hardcore boom bap hip hop, and he's like, "This is the
mm,
biggest group in Amsterdam right now." You know,
mm,
so Europe
mm.
really embraced hip hop at that time. I'm not sure if it's changed now, but they
Yeah,
really
yeah, yeah.
embraced hip hop for what it was, and people were just sick of of the bullshit. You know, people have always been sick of the bullshit. It's just that
Yeah.
I almost went Kanye for a second. It's just that those other people, those other people have a lot to
Yeah,
gain from dumbing down our people. You know,
yeah,
and I don't know.
that NCT-ish. Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm
No,
saying?
yeah,
You know, so
yeah, yeah. Yeah, because what he was saying, very, it is true. You know what I'm saying? Because like, um, I mean, you look at cats like Puffy. He was working with Clive Davis, and you know where he comes from. You know that race. That I don't, that
mm-hmm. Don't
you're
say
gonna
it.
get burned.
They'll shut you
Yeah,
down quick, bruh.
they'll shut you down. You know what I'm saying? Because like even the Whitney Houston's were part of, you know, that entity, that same entity Kanye was talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, it's because it's even the same challenge we have here in South Africa with our resources. It belongs to them. You know what I'm saying?
It does. It
So
does. It
yeah, yeah,
does.
yeah, yeah. Because like I mean, a couple of months ago, I did an interview with Mikey Dobbs. He's from the UK. I don't know if he was born here in SA or he lived here in SA for a while. You know what I'm saying? So he did
Well,
mention to me like like even today, like now, the hip hop in UK, um, it's really big. You know what I'm saying? Do you
mm.
think like maybe the reason why with hip hop in Africa is it because of language barriers, or is it because we have different various cultures about us that makes it difficult for us to unite, or maybe we're just too lazy to unite?
Hey, this is gonna piss a lot of people off. But if fuck it. But South Africans have a
Mm,
tendency to. I don't know about the rest of Africa, but South Africans, what I've
mm,
noticed is uh, this thing they don't like using it too much. You know,
mm,
this
mm,
thing, the brain. You know, so that
mm,
thought-provoking shit, it's too
mm,
much for them. It's just too much of an effort for most
mm,
South Africans. You know, and that's why you
mm,
don't find they prefer to dance. We are a dance country.
mm, mm,
Because that suits the powers that be. Like this thing goes, this shit goes deep, man. This shit goes deep. Remember
mm.
when Dumi was asked by Sway in the morning when he was doing that
Money,
freestyle,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
There was a question that Sway asked that, and it was a very, very potent question. That
Mm,
when the black government took over, right?
mm,
Was
mm,
there anything done to to conscientize
mm,
or debrief? I don't recall the exact words, but to
mm,
paraphrase it, but to
mm,
conscientize and debrief the
mm,
masses of South Africa so that they
mm,
understand exactly what we went through, why we went through it, and why this freedom
mm,
is so important,
mm,
you know? And Tumi
mm,
had a
mm,
very hard time answering that question. But the simple
mm,
answer to that question is no, it was not done, you
mm,
know? It was not
mm,
done in 1994. The TRC did not do enough. It was not done to conscientize the
mm,
people so that people wake up, right?
mm,
So we went through the transition with that same mentality. And if anything,
mm,
from 94 to now, we've gotten more stupid as a people. And
mm,
that's why the movement is playing with us. And music that is supposed to, that's my new single is all about that. I'm trying to
mm.
awaken people's
Yeah,
thinking, like wake up. That's what hip hop is
yeah,
supposed to do. Supposed to be a liberating force, like wake the fuck up and let's do for self,
word,
you know. Yeah.
word, word.
So this thing now it goes deep. So I don't want to go too much into it because then I'll
For
get
sure, for
lost
sure.
in my thoughts and I'll jump from one topic to the other and forget where the fuck I even started, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, because speaking of awakening the masses, man. Because like, I mean, you recently just did a single, um, a luta continua with Mr. C, and because I remember Mr. C with because when they were doing the federation, like there are songs like Mr. Politician, you know what I'm saying? Like those are songs like that are very thought provoking. Do you, what
Mm-hmm.
do you guys still have like the challenge of being blackballed by radio stations? Because like you remember like with the prophets of the city, they were shut down, for speaking against the government. Is it
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
thing with you guys now also?
I'm not sure about. I'm honestly, to be honest, I really don't give a fuck in terms of radio
Mm.
stations, especially
Yeah,
mainstream
yeah,
radio stations. So
yeah,
I haven't even paid attention to it all that much. But what I do know for a fact, something I just learned recently, is that
yeah.
Kato dropped a track called "I Riot,"
Yeah, yeah, I'm managing him.
and that track apparently was banned. I just heard like recently that that track has been
Yeah,
banned.
yeah, it was banned. Yeah, we were shut down like
So
everywhere on
that
SAPC.
so
Like,
that answers your question. That
but
that should answer your question.
yeah, like, but okay, maybe I'd say we only got accepted by, yeah, we only got accepted by the, like, the community radio stations. You know what I'm saying?
Word, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. So to me, it was like, yo, maybe I'm being unfair. Maybe I'm being a bit, maybe somehow I'm being paranoid or something. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when
Mm,
you feel like you see something, but you're not sure about it, so you're like, yo, let me try, let me try and ask, like, yo, guys, have you had this experience and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? And then at
mm.
least like, okay, you can confirm, like, oh, okay, so this is not only just happening to me. So like the other people who have that experience.
I'm honestly, I'm anticipating it. If it happens, I won't be surprised, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Already we've gotten like I'm not sure about the mainstream radio stations, but we have gotten
yeah,
play on independent radio stations, and we're still waiting for
yeah.
feedback from community radio stations because we just submitted the track just now recently. So
Yeah,
time will tell, if they blackball us, we've been blackballed before. It's okay.
yeah,
It's I. Like it's literally water off a duck's back. If we have the power now, so the mainstream radio stations can blackball us all they want,
Yeah,
all they want. It's
yeah,
okay. We're not aiming for them anyway. You know,
yeah,
people are
yeah.
tired of that
Cause
shit. People are looking for
yeah,
alternatives.
yeah, cause with me, right, my when I started it, when I tried to send it, I thought maybe Kato was being blackballed because of me. You know what I'm saying? Because um I have certain people within my family that were like a journalist and activist and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it was like, oh, okay, so they're trying to blackball him maybe because of my background and where I come
Mm,
from. You know what I'm saying? And
mm,
you
mm.
know, old enemies and stuff like that. So so when I hear a lot of artists saying, yo, like we've tried to put music that is thought provoking on commercial radio stations and we get blackballed for it. So then that's when you begin to see like, oh, okay, so like this is really intentional. Like it's programmed like for the masses to think at a low vibration.
That's a fact. That is a fact. That is just pure fact. You know, if like the landscape has gone quite different. If you look at back in the early 90s
Yeah,
to the late
yeah,
90s, um, commercial or and underground, there was not really that much of a difference. I mean,
yeah,
KRS-One was commercial at some point, and now for some reason he's underground. Dead
yeah,
Prez, Let's Get Free.
yeah,
That shit was wow. And it made it through. But there came a decline. It slowly
yeah,
started to decline. Slowly
yeah,
started to decline. You know. And for me, it showed me that there's a narrative at play here. There is a
yeah,
narrative at play. A woke nation is not good for business.
yeah,
It's not good for business. So if you're gonna put out that thought-provoking shit, I think
yeah,
we just need to be realistic. Like don't even let it bother you. Like if they blackball us, it's okay. We have
yeah,
our own ways of reaching the masses. The world has become such a small place. People are
mm-hmm,
actually like back then. Like I always like to use perspective. If you look
mm-hmm,
at the music business when we were trying to blow up, you know,
mm-hmm,
uh, people were listening to YFM Metro,
mm-hmm,
Ukozi FM, just the big stations. Nobody gave a fuck about the community radio stations, internet
mm-hmm,
radio stations, campus radio
mm-hmm,
stations, and all of that. But now it's totally different. People are looking for alternatives. People are
mm-hmm,
slowly but surely waking up and putting each other onto that good shit.
mm-hmm,
So it doesn't matter. Let them blackball us. For me, it's doesn't matter. It
yeah,
doesn't matter. Let them blackball us. It's okay. Let them do it. We'll keep doing our own thing. We come from a point. My generation comes from a place where hip hop was non-existent, wasn't recognized in
mm-hmm,
South Africa, and we were dissed.
mm-hmm,
We were ostracized
mm-hmm,
by the public for being hip hop heads, right?
mm-hmm.
We
True.
were one of those very few who were wearing baggy jeans and
Which
and
means,
and
yeah,
walking some type of way and
with the
having
speakers,
ciphers
yeah.
and whatnot. People thought we were crazy. Our parents thought we
Mm,
were crazy for loving this rap shit. Look at hip hop now,
mm,
you know, because we never
mm,
gave a fuck. We really did not care. Okay, those guys bands mustard beshi, kudlala
mm,
ikwaito, kudlala ini. Fuck that. We plugged our shit. We played hip hop.
mm,
And the movements grew. We slowly but surely grew. And now it's different now. We are able to monetize it because the very same kids who were being bullied back in the day are fathers, they are supporters, they are mothers, they're independent women. They have buying power, most importantly. They have buying power.
mm,
So we need to speak to those people. Those people will determine. Oh shit, El Slice is trying to give me a call. Let me decline this real quick. Okay, cool. So yeah, it doesn't matter who blackballs us. It really
for
does
sure,
not
for
matter.
sure.
It makes no
So, so,
difference.
so,
So
so, 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 so Grammerton said I should ask you about the SA Hip Hop Museum. What are your thoughts about it?
hey,
Because I mean, because I saw them. They gave Emil a lifetime achievement award. You remember Emil
mm,
Kill the Hood?
of
Yeah,
course, I
yeah,
remember that man is a legend. That man is a legend.
yeah, yeah. We interviewed him a
But
couple of months ago. Do you think
word.
like do you think like hip hop media is doing enough to expose SA Hip Hop Museum and other movements like SA Hip Hop Museum?
Ish, I've got friends everywhere, and I don't want to alienate some of my friends. So I'll try to keep my answers vague as
Yeah.
possible. You know, um, but the SA Hip Hop Museum is not getting the recognition that it should be getting.
Mm,
Honestly speaking, it's really it's an afterthought in from what I've seen from the coverage of it.
mm,
It's just an afterthought. It's
mm,
not really getting the respect it deserves, right?
mm, mm,
You know, in the same breath, and I'm trying to be sensitive about this without sounding like I'm going to
mm,
be bitter or hating or
mm,
whatnot, you know.
mm,
But there are people behind the SA Hip Hop Museum whose background I know very well. I started out with these people.
mm,
I know their story, and they know the true story,
mm,
of hip
mm,
hop. So
mm,
I don't know if what is the criteria that they use
mm,
to induct individuals or entities into that museum, but I do feel like a lot of movements that contributed a lot. I mean, there's forefront hip hop movement in Tembisa, there's
mm,
Kota Tours, um,
mm,
there's this your slachis, there's your splash jams. Like I don't see any mention of all of those. Or what is it do you get inducted in the hip hop museum based on your impact on the mainstream, or your overall contribution to hip hop?
mm,
So it's just a question. It's just a question that really it warrants discussion, so that we are
mm,
in the know, and once we get in the know, then we won't be so confused about this whole thing. I mean, you've got cats like Projector who have done a lot for the
mm,
game. You've
mm,
got cats like your Ragged Rocker. um
mm,
there's a lot of cats. there's
mm,
there's, there's Baliloko. There's a
mm,
lot of cats, exactly, sake of skill. There's a
mm,
lot of cats who have really done a lot. Shorty Skill.
mm.
Shorty Skill. Let's talk about the
Showing
man called
skills,
Shorty Skill. Does
skills,
he have
yeah.
to die for us to recognize him? Does he
Mm,
have to join Robo? Does he have to join Smurf for us to see that this man has done so much for this?
mm,
Like I said, maybe we need to be clarified as to the criteria that we use to
mm,
induct one into that. And maybe once we are all clear, even we
mm.
as hip hop heads will be completely behind that. Exactly, Mike Beth,
My best, yeah.
one of the dopest
Mm,
MCs to ever breathe. you know
Never
Hey,
envy
Shining
you.
Armor joining us from overseas
Oh,
there in Jasa
wow!
Urkan, there, so
Man,
Jasa
sure,
overseas, traveling
yeah.
man, Mr. 80 days around the
Daddy
world.
Armor, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think the
But
last
yeah,
time I
not
saw
not
him
to
was,
stray.
yeah, for
Not
sure.
not
Shout
to
out
stray
Armor,
from the point. Yeah, peace to the God.
yeah.
Thanks for joining, Armor. Not to stray from the point, but I think we need to have it's a whole discussion on its own.
Mm-hmm,
you know, or maybe we as heads, need to
mm,
take matters in our own hands and write our own history. Maybe
mm,
that's what
mm,
we need to do because we have
mm,
heads who have the resources, who have the know-how to document our stories. Maybe we need to take it upon ourselves to do that.
mm,
You know, so it's
mm.
it's
Because
it's a
that's the same
multifaceted
conversation I
discussion.
was having with. Oh, so sorry for interrupting you. Because that's the same conversation I was having with Kato. You know what I'm saying? That
Mm.
we need to find a way that we all sit down and see how we push um, um, the music and stuff.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
yeah, because I mean it it, it, it bothers me that like because like if you look at USA like um they give props to their OGs. The UK gives props to its OGs. You know what I'm saying? So like what's going on this side that that there's so much division between the old and the young. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Uh,
It's weird, man. It's weird. But then again, like I said, like what is the criteria?
mm,
Um, in the States, they in as much as they can. Like, in fact,
mm,
there
mm.
was an issue that came between this dude, DJ Academics,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
when you remember when he was shitting on the pioneers of hip hop
Yeah, he
that
was
didn't
saying
make
niggas are dusty.
niggas are dusty,
Mm,
exactly. And NL
mm,
Cool J came to say that people contributed to the
mm,
development of this shit, even though they
mm,
didn't make any monetary gains. It
mm,
does not make their contribution any less worthwhile,
mm,
you know. So does
mm,
that warrant? Who are the OGs? Let's start there. Who then do we call OGs? Are OGs cats that blew up, or are OGs
mm,
cats that took it upon themselves and made sure that SA hip hop goes somewhere? Even though they
mm,
didn't get any monetary gain, is an OG
mm,
a double HP who made it?
mm,
You know, or is an
mm,
OG that nigga that put double HP on? Who's the OG?
mm,
You know,
mm,
so
mm,
it's a multifaceted conversation that in order to reach a consensus must be approached from all angles, you know. But
mm,
then again, like I said, maybe it's up to us to
mm, mm,
take control of the narrative, you know, and
mm.
don't let others write our story for us because we were there, you
True,
know.
true. That's
So
why I feel like,
maybe that's
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
that, that, that's why I feel like there needs to be like a hip hop media working along with hip hop artists so that we make sure we're projecting the right information in the education. Because I mean, because when I was listening to one of KRS One's message at the Temple of Hip Hop, like he was
Mm,
saying like there's a difference between knowledge, education, and information. Because
mm.
with information it's like there's a certain entity of people that are driving the society from this way or to that side
Yeah,
to get the
yeah.
whole world. You know what I'm saying? And then
Mm,
not with
mm,
knowledge, it's like it's awareness. You know what I'm saying? Like are we
mm,
aware of what's going on? You know what I'm saying? And then the
mm-hmm,
education is it's the training. So with the education, like how are we trained? Are we trained to 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 look out for each other? Are we trained to fight one another and things like that? I guess.
Word, word, word,
Yeah.
word.
For
Makes
sure, for
perfect
sure.
sense.
So
Mm,
yeah, so I feel like, maybe we should like, with Kato, you, Arma and Abu Mr. C and everyone, and I think we should have that maybe that conversation sihlale sonke and say, okay, this is how we wanna drive the music, you know what I'm saying? And how
mm,
we can reach it. Because at the same time, like I do share like all the independent kids, their music here on our platforms and stuff like that and so on. But I
mm,
don't know, like
mm.
sometimes I feel like maybe there's more according to Shota, but I can't. I just can't figure out like what is it. So I feel
I
like,
honestly think it's consistency.
yeah,
I mean, look at Speaker. Look at Speaker. I love the work that Speaker's doing. He's
yeah,
been consistent from day one, and he's
mm,
still consistent, and he's amassed so much support through his
yeah,
consistency. And as the consistency, and yes, Shining Arm, we actually said it before you joined this
yeah,
conversation, Tibo,
mm,
that unity is the biggest thing that is lacking. Unity, unity,
mm,
unity, unity,
mm,
unity.
mm,
Instead of, if you love hip hop that much, you love it,
mm,
and you've been there with us. We're
mm,
talking right now. So if someone out there is using their data to watch videos of people falling on YouTube, why not join this conversation? Why not
mm,
come over this side to Hip Hop Nation TV and check this shit out?
mm,
You know.
mm,
But again, with consistency will come. I mean, I didn't know that this existed before you hit me up. But now that
yeah,
I
yeah,
do know, I'm definitely gonna push it. As that's what I do. That's what I do. When I know about something and I really fucks with something, I will push
yeah,
it to my ability. Shining
mm,
Armor and Bones just put out a beautiful album.
yeah,
And we need to do more to push it. We need to push that shit. We need to push
mm,
that shit.
mm,
That's consistency, unity.
mm, mm.
It's that simple. But then again, it's that complicated.
Yeah, yeah, it goes back to those kind
You know,
because we deal with so many human beings and different, but but I'm sure there has to be that common ground, and then we'll figure it out. I'm sure.
we'll figure it out. Let's keep consistent. Let's keep putting out the music. Keep doing your
Sure.
shows. Don't ever falter. Keep doing this shit. Keep me. Let's just keep consistency is key. Consistency.
Good,
School of
good.
Hard Knocks. What's up? What's up? What's up? The way
Ah,
School of
still
Hard
hard
Knocks it
knocks.
calls me Doubles D. This nigga knows
Yeah,
me. That's a boy of mine. If you call only very people who are close to me call me
close
Double D.
to Uti. Sure,
Anyway,
man.
yeah,
Yeah.
consistency.
So,
Yeah,
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 consistent.
Tigo.
Yeah,
It is what it is, man.
for
Dot
sure,
com
man.
just dropped the music video. We need to
Mm,
support dot com's video.
come.
He just dropped this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put it out there. Let's put it out there.
Mm-hmm.
Word up, fam. Word up. Word is bond. Word is bond. Appreciate the love,
For
King.
sure. Yeah,
Word.
no, guys, we honestly, on a serious note, I think for 2023, we really need to sit down like and really have a meeting and like, yo, um, this is how we wanna go. I don't know
Mm,
when because like in 2019, 2020, before I started the Hip Hop Nation, um
mm.
I started with Tembela Mandela, right? I met him through Hoodlum, you know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
like
Shout
so
out to
like we've
Hoodlum.
been, yeah, shout out to Hoodlum, shout out to him. So we had this conversation like, yo, I think we need like a an NGO or something for musicians, or a union for some
Mm,
for hip hop heads. You know what I'm saying? Because you know there's a lot that we need to be educated in and taught. Like you mentioned before earlier when you were saying with learning the music business and things like that, and people being protected, and it's sad that some people, their music is there everywhere, and then they die like paupers and stuff like that.
mm,
So
mm, mm.
yeah, so I feel like things need to change, and um no one is gonna look out for us. No Department of Arts and Culture is gonna look out for us. Like
Ah,
we know we know what we're going through. You know what I'm
the
saying? We know our
comrades, the
situation.
comrades are not gonna look out for us, chief.
Look out
We,
for
we
us,
are we are
yeah,
rebels here.
yeah,
We are disturbing the status quo. You know.
yeah.
They don't want us. They don't want us. Hey, just Rival Ace is one of my favorite MCs ever. Where the fuck is that dude? Anyway, yeah, but they're not gonna fuck with us. But to
Mm,
expand further on that, it sounds that simple. It really does,
Mm,
you know.
mm, mm,
But what we need, and in all honesty, we need people who will be dedicated, because it's
mm,
one thing to we've shown what doing something for the love gets you, you know. You know, if we're going to and start this NGO, right? Who will be able to pour their 100% into it, because one must be aware of the work that needs to be put in. And now
mm,
some of us are in a place where we are husbands and fathers and
mm,
9 to 5ing, and even
mm,
getting to a show to perform is a mission, you know. So
mm,
how do we create a situation where we do create this entity, but
mm,
the people that are running it are not distracted by the things that are distracting us? You understand what I'm
mm,
saying? You
mm,
know, because
mm,
life gets in the way.
mm,
If we're going to do such a thing, how do we not let life get in the way? How do we make sure that we pump in enough resources into this thing
mm,
so that it gets us
mm,
to where we need to be? You know,
mm,
like if we sat and had a meeting about this, we would
mm,
be in a room for a week and we still would not be close to reaching a
mm,
tangible solution, you know.
mm, mm,
But for now, the simplest thing that I can say is
mm,
to be the change that you want to see.
mm.
Don't talk about it, be about
Big
it.
one.
You know,
True.
if heads just be real, you know. Like I
Mm,
shouted out earlier on, I shouted out Rashid K, and I know my nigga
mm,
Arma has,
yeah,
just roasted
yeah.
him quite recently, but lyrical whatever aside, but that
Yeah,
nigga is about it, you know.
yeah.
He is
Mm,
about it. When he says he's
yeah.
gonna do something, he does it, and he does it all out. You know,
Mm,
we need more people like that. Don't just talk about it, be about it. You know,
mm,
be the change you
mm,
want to see. You want to see hip hop at another level, take it to
mm,
another level. You know,
yeah.
support brothers, put out music, make sure that you gather support for brothers.
Mm, mm.
You know,
And
like I
yeah,
like
shout
I
out to
said,
him.
we're fathers. You know, now my kids are telling me that
Food is
food is
ready.
ready, and I'm like, yo, I'm
Hey,
busy, man.
pops, yo. Yeah, man. But
You
yo,
know, but
man,
it's all good. It's all good.
Gucci, I appreciate you, man. For taking time to have this conversation with me. Because I've learned a lot from you. You know what I'm saying? Um, man, I wish you so much the best and everything. So your track is already out, right?
It's out there. I put the link there. I put the link somewhere in the
Oh yeah, yeah,
comments.
yeah,
I can put it out there again.
yeah,
It
yeah.
features
I
Mr.
see.
C.
Yeah,
Yeah, featuring Mr. C from Landmines the Federation, and
yeah.
Nomadic, a legend in his own
Mm,
right from Botswana.
mm,
If
mm,
you know anything about Botswana hip hop, then you will know
mm.
Nomadic. You know, he's a
Yeah,
legend in his
yeah,
own right. In
yeah.
fact, he recently produced a joint for Boy Wonder featuring Tiba the King and Jay something. My bad if I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
remember you, King. But yeah, it's a
yeah, yeah.
beautiful joint. Check that out. It's on Boy Wonder's new album as well. He produced that joint. Just go Boy Wonder, Tiba the King. The joint is gonna come out
Yeah,
there on
because
YouTube.
I've been trying to reach him too, Boy Wonder, but I think
Yeah.
he's hardly online and stuff. But then I'll
No, just leave him a message. Leave him a message when he gets to it. He'll
yeah,
definitely holler. He's good people. He's really good people. You know.
word.
Yeah,
Because I see
he's
maybe
definitely
like he
not
hardly
gonna
logs.
leave you hanging. He will respond.
Yeah, for sure,
You know.
for sure, for sure.
Apela
No,
Boy
yeah,
Wonder
no,
is a
man.
mini celebrity, man.
Yeah,
He's a busy
yeah. I mean,
man. He's a
so
busy man.
yeah, yeah,
You
man.
know. Yeah.
I love what he does. I love what he does. So yeah, plus I was excited when I saw his profile. I was like, yo, boy, Wanda. And then so I hit him up and everything. So yeah, but
Yeah, no,
it
he's
seems like
definitely gonna respond. He's good people.
Yeah, yeah. I think school wants to speak to you. Let
Pardon?
me. I think school wants to speak to you. Let me see if he's accepting.
All right, cool.
Hey, school, accepted you.
Was good,
Yo,
was good, was good.
what's up?
How you doing?
Double G, my brother,
Good.
my nigga. Ah, that's my nigga. That's my
What's up,
What's
dog?
good, bro?
nigga. What's up, my brother? What's going on, family?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, my nigga. Oh shit, I haven't seen you in so long, man.
It's been
Oh
more than a
shit.
decade, and I was listening to this convo, and I was like, I need to have a conversation with Double G, my homie,
Yeah.
man.
Yo, I'm humbled. I'm humbled. You know this nigga does TED Talk, right?
Bro.
We are in the presence of greatness, man.
Yeah.
Double G, my brother. Shit.
Listen, I just wanted
I'm
to say,
speechless.
like, I came to South Africa in 2007. It's been
Yeah.
like 4 years ago, and that's where I met this dude, where I met Devious Dee from Dungeon
Yeah. Yeah.
Shack.
Yeah.
You know,
For sure.
we came together, we hooked up, we had some beautiful conversations, we got drunk and everything.
Yeah.
But most, like one of the most important things I witnessed was the gift, the talent this man had. Um, but also like the guy was
Coming from
so
you,
good
that's
and
an
so
honor,
humble.
man.
It was not like reality or something. It was like
Yeah. Yeah.
most of the people I knew that were very talented were like arrogant or something. But this guy was so humble. He just like he guided us with his friends with Cyrus and all types of dudes through Soweto. And I'm
Yeah.
so super honored to have you as a friend, my man. I haven't spoke to you for a decade, but still, man,
Yeah,
still
with
representing
Cyrus
Dungeon
and them.
Shack,
Yeah, yeah.
like Slaghuis, everything. And I
Yeah.
really miss that time we had like in South Africa. I hope we can like witness it again, maybe in the near future.
Yeah.
But
You should come through, man.
definitely, man. I
Likewise, man.
you guys
Forever, my
were
brother.
yeah. It was amazing, man. It was a world experience. And I remember you came to the Netherlands as well, right?
Yeah, we came. Didn't I go to Pete Philly's show with you?
Not with me, but you came to our studio. We recorded some songs, and then you went
Yeah,
to
we
Pete,
did
I
that
guess.
joint.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We did. We never released it, but it was a Marvin Gaye type of sample where we did a
Oh,
song.
guys, come on,
Oh,
guys,
check.
release the track,
I
please.
I dropped that song. You know, remember the song that we did with I Am A? I put it on Hype Mag. That song was on Hype Magazine, bruh. I dropped
Oh,
that
What?
song.
Send it, bro. Send it.
Yeah. I'll send it through to you, man.
Super nice. Super nice. But yeah,
Yo,
you
so
was
good to
talking
hear from
about
you,
the change you
brother.
want to see, right? You said be the
yeah,
change you want to
Yeah.
see, and that is like the secret of everything. If you want to
yeah,
do something
Word.
that is in front of you, go for it, do it. And it's like we all struggle with situations, the one has got to live in, everyone got his struggle, man,
yeah,
female,
yeah,
black, white, Christian, atheist. Like we all have our struggles, but like
yeah,
this is one thing that brought
Word.
us together, and that was music, that was hip hop, and we both loved that, and we
Word.
both
Word.
performed and made art, and that is something we should like do again, bro.
for sure,
We need to do it
for
again.
sure.
Double G, one of the dopest MCs I've ever heard. Shit.
Bro, bro,
Yo, my
stop it,
brother.
man.
Hey, man.
Family, man, extended family,
Shit.
SA.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
I'm glad I did
straight
this
up.
interview because I got you guys to get to talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's my family, man.
This is my brother, man. This is my
Yeah,
Yeah,
family. Shit.
yeah. From
yeah,
from Soweto to the Hardwijk back to Isakio. Word is wisdom and wisdom is
Now
powerful.
me
I'm about to go
doing
crazy.
collabos with Devastators in
Yeah.
Gorinchem.
Oh shit! Yeah, man, doing collabs with Devastators and Groningen. That was hard, man. That was super hard.
I still remember that verse word for word, man.
That song was ultimate fire, man.
That song was too beautiful. I'm gonna put it out. I'm gonna put it on my Bandcamp. People need to get
Do
that
it.
song. I'm gonna
Do
put
it.
it down up
Send
there
it to me.
tonight. Tonight, I'm
Wow.
gonna put it
Do it
up there.
tonight. Yeah, super nice, super nice, super nice. And let's work
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
together
I'll
again,
send
bro.
it to you.
Do that.
I'm gonna
Let's make
send you a
fire.
beat. I got some beats, son. I got
I'm
beats,
here.
son. I'll send you.
I'm here. I'm
Word.
here.
School.
Let's
Send it.
do this,
Yo,
man.
school.
Let's go. Let's go. Well,
Yo,
okay,
school.
man.
Word,
We
word,
gotta
word.
interview you too sometime, right?
Of course, bro.
Please,
Of course,
man.
of course. I'm super
Yeah.
humble. I'm gonna follow you. That's Hip Hop Nation TV, right?
Yeah. Hip Hop Nation TV.
Word.
Super
For
nice,
sure.
super
Because I
Make
nice.
it
mean,
soon. I
this
can't
this
wait for that
this
shit.
this this is a universal thing, right? I mean, hip hop is a
Absolutely.
universal language, so I feel
Yeah.
like, yo,
Yeah.
it shouldn't be like just like it's a South African thing or stuff like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That was one of the biggest mistakes I did when I started it. Like I was like, yo, I'm just gonna promote something for just South African. But in my mind, I was like, yo, this is like a global movement, you know what I'm saying? So I shouldn't
It's
be
always been.
making it yeah, it's
Yeah.
always been that way.
It's
So
always
yeah, I
been.
feel like
Yeah, it's always
I
been.
feel
That's
like
how it should be.
I feel like all of us, with sharing the art, we can awaken the masses globally. You know what I'm saying?
Word, word.
Yeah.
Unity, unity,
Definitely,
unity,
Yeah.
man.
unity,
Definitely. And you
unity.
know the thing is, bro, I don't know your name. I'm sorry. What is your name?
Oh, it's Pirwa, but most people know me as Ecliptic, like my stage name. So I'm an
Okay.
MC too.
C2?
Ecliptic is the
Ecliptic,
is my thing.
ecliptic.
Yeah, I mean,
Ecliptic. Okay.
yeah.
So
You can
Yeah,
check me
yeah.
on.
the thing is
Yeah, you can check
when
me on Instagram too.
let's follow each other. But the thing is, like, when we came to South Africa, we were youngsters. We were like 20 years
Yeah,
old. We didn't know nothing about the world.
Mm,
We thought
mm,
we knew everything, but we really did
mm,
not know
yeah,
something, little
mm.
something. So we came over there, and we all from like we live in the Netherlands, right?
yeah,
But all of us have like different backgrounds. We're just migrants. We're just sons of migrants. Like I'm from Greece. We had a guy from Morocco, from Indonesia. There was an American guy,
yeah,
the Dutch guy, of course. And we came to South Africa with a passion for hip hop, with a dream.
yeah.
But when we came there, we found out so much more. And bro, I didn't know. I like really, we was not told at our elementary school what influence the Netherlands had in South Africa, like
Mm,
the negative influence also, and that was like
true.
that really struck us in the heart. And I'm still like, how can we not, like, we should rewrite the history books because they are so full of subjective materials, and
Word,
that's what hip hop is doing.
word.
Hip hop is encyclopedia. How do you like it's like the Wikipedia, you know. It's all
Mm,
information is in hip hop song. It's like real stories, real lives, and I learned a lot from coming to South Africa. I had a lot of friends like Devious Dee, like Double D. I haven't
yeah.
spoke to him for years, and like really, like we haven't seen each other ever since, you know,
I haven't
2009
spoken
when we came to
in
the Netherlands,
13
or
years,
2008.
bruh.
13 years, yeah. And but it's
Mm,
still here. It's still here. And like I see that Laurens just came in. Laurens is an extremely
mm,
talented producer, and we
cool.
worked on some songs with a friend of mine in United States.
Yeah,
So Devious, like, jump on a track of us, you know.
mm,
It's good to connect with family and with people who love hip hop, who make art. So let's do it.
for sure, for sure, for sure. Guys, I'm really excited that I got to have a conversation with you guys because
Let's go. Yeah, cool.
your experience in the game. I love it because it's a guidance for me also as well.
We live and we
Word,
learn.
word. Like, you know what? Just you need to do an interview with this dude. This dude's got so much knowledge, bruh. Like,
Yeah,
yo.
Stop, man.
Like,
It's
let's not
like,
even talk the raps. Let's not talk about the raps. The raps are on another level, but the knowledge from this gentleman right here.
yeah,
I personally am excited for this. You need to do an interview with this dude. Like, please,
yeah,
please, it's
let's
lipstick.
go, man.
Do that
definitely.
Let's
shit.
go.
And when I
School.
double G, you must buy my song, when don't just stream.
Oh, Yeah, I said
Must buy the song, bruh. Buy the song.
Definitely, definitely,
for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
definitely, definitely. Just like you have like you have a catalog there on Bandcamp, right?
No, no, no. I
Yeah,
only
he's
put
on
the one
Bandcamp.
song recently. I'm slowly gonna put up the catalog as the days continue. Overwrite, what's up? What's up?
Man,
Peace
I
to
will
Overwrite
support
right
you.
there.
Yeah, all right. What's up?
Yeah,
I
What's
will
I'm
buy
up?
gonna
all your
put the
shit that's on
catalog.
there. I will buy everything. Like,
I
do you
will
have
put it
like?
up there, my brother.
Yeah, do that, do that, do that. Super, super
I'm
hard,
gonna do that, my nigga. You
super
know,
hard.
but
It's
yeah,
very good, man.
I'm
Very good.
gonna likewise, brother. Likewise, you know, uh, I'm trying hard not to hijack Ecliptic's interview. I'm gonna holler at you tomorrow. We'll talk, Double G. We'll talk, my brother. You know, let's
Definitely,
talk about
yeah.
a song. Let's do a
For
song
sure.
like ASAP.
Thanks for putting me on this interview. I will see
Much
you
love,
guys, and
screw.
just love from the Netherlands. You know,
For sure.
um,
Love to you, my brother.
Maybe
Love
we'll
to
also
you,
come
man.
outside when the time comes.
spitting with devastators in Groningen.
Bruh, I'm from the J6 city with bright lights. Yo, man. Fuck, man. I'm gonna put that song
That
out.
is, I'm from there, bro. Send it, send it,
Go
send
to
it.
the Netherlands, then we ripping the mic right. Look at my mind and consider I'm wise like
Right,
King
right.
Solomon. Find peace in my mind.
My mind.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Bruh, I still remember that shit,
Crazy.
but yo, I'll put the song up. I'll put the song up. I'll put the song up,
okay,
Double G.
okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
yeah,
Got you,
yeah,
got you.
yeah.
Very nice to
Uh,
see you guys, and
I
all
love you,
love,
my
man.
peace.
dog. I love you.
Love you
Love
too, love
you.
you
Much
too.
love.
Likewise.
Word, word,
Ciao.
word, man.
One, homie.
Next. Yeah.
Yo,
For
that
sure,
was an
man.
unexpected surprise. That's my brother,
Yes,
man. That's
yeah.
my brother right there. That is my
Yeah, yeah.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
For
my
sure.
family,
For sure.
man. Shit.
For sure.
Yeah, yo, that was
Yeah.
beautiful. Like, thank you so much for that, man.
You know, Machi. You know I got you.
Word.
You know I
I'm gonna
got
send you the song. I'm gonna send you the song that we did, and
you.
then share it wherever. Like, put it up wherever. I'm also gonna put it on my Bandcamp. Let's share the song. It's a beautiful song. It's got IMAs. It's got Enzo. It's got the Devastators, produced by JFX, also from Amsterdam. It's a beautiful
Mm-hmm.
song. You hear it. It's called
Yeah. Peace,
Universal
man.
Prophetem. Universal
Mm,
Prophets, something like that. The title of the song
mm,
is Dutch, Universal
mm.
Prophets. But yeah, I'll put it
Okay.
up
Yeah.
there
Before
tonight.
before you leave, yeah. Before you bounce, tell them your social media pages so they can reach you, dog.
I think for now the one that I use post is Devious,
Yeah.
you know. That is
Yeah.
Devious Dee
Hopwood.
Mohobudi. There we go. On Facebook,
Mm,
and then Devious_D on Twitter.
okay.
Like I said, I don't use Insta much. I don't know my Instagram handle. I just log in. You know, I'm a bit bruh. I'm really illiterate when it
It's
comes
cool.
to.
I'll send it to them. I don't know. I'll see how I'll do it.
Yeah,
But yeah.
please do that. And then
Yeah.
keep supporting the song. Those who have economic power buy the song.
Yeah.
I'll keep putting the link up. That's what I've been doing ever since I dropped this song. I'll keep sharing the link. Let's get the word out there. Let's
Yeah.
get the
Please,
word
Machi.
out there.
Uh,
That's
okay.
it's now
Yeah.
more relevant than ever.
Yeah. Performances. Any events?
None for the festive season.
Okay.
It's family time. I have to really pay attention to the family. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
start performing next year, February. That's when I'm gonna really start performing. I'm dropping the next single somewhere in the middle of January. So once that's out, then I'll start
Mm.
performing. But I'll be sure to send information out to all the relevant platforms, and
Please
it
do.
will be available. It will be available. It's just that I've just been bouncing back from a lot of bullshit that I've been
Mm-hmm.
through, But
Mm-hmm.
that's a story for another day. But next
Mm-hmm.
year we are launching properly, performances,
Mm-hmm.
everything. Like I'll keep you posted, my brother. Like you reunited me with my long lost brother, so I owe
For
you that
sure.
much. Word,
For sure, King.
word.
Much love, dog. I appreciate you,
Yeah,
dog. Thanks for the interview, dog.
One
Oh, yeah,
love, and thank you for considering me. I'm humbled, man. One love to all the people that were watching this. You know, it's all love. It's all love. It's all love. Oneness, yeah?
for sure. Peace, man.
Yeah.
Salute, Machi.
Peace. Peace, brother.
So good. Away, away.
Away.
Yo, guys. Yeah, as you know, as we always do on Hip Hop Nation TV, we always bring the legends. Shout out. Grammaton, dog. Thanks, dog, for staying so long, dog, for watching. Much love, Grammaton. Much love, Paula Hoom, School of Hard Knocks. Yo, MJ, Lucius, Mr. Varad, Sipa, everyone else, guys. Shout out, guys. Peace, man. I'm out. Cliptic signing out. Tembela Mandela Network. Thank you. Shining Armor. Thank you, dog. I'm out.